7 is underway on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Darius Fountain. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is third and long, though. And again, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. A complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made.
In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
at the 41-yard
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. This is Thompson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He juked him. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
DeMarcus Lawrence on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up
on 2nd down. It's Thompson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
On 3rd down, Thompson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. So just shy of midfield. They tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
46-yard line.
And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
A gain of 6 yards.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
At the 14-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
At the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Mahomes pass.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. The 20.
What a play.
And he will score.
Touchdown, Ravens.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 40.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards, the final tally.
23 yards. First down, Kansas City.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Steps away to his left. Looking for Kelce on the deep ball. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Mahomes firing complete. Fighting his way through contact. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
42.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Ravens 42, Chiefs 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Jackson to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Third down here.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Now, one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
And it's third down.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. On first down, Thompson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
48.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?